Hello SLAPAFISH community and welcome back to another World of Tanks console video. So in this video, I'm going to be going over the KV-5 MINOTAUR. So if you hadn't seen already, I've already did a tank review on the T-34-100 Ragnarok and the IS-6 Hydra. So this is the third and final one. I'm doing these all three tank reviews today because you have 3 days to get these. After those 3 days, they are gone. Alright, I have decided to compare the KV-5 to the KV-5 MINOTAUR. I'm just going to be calling it KV-5. To the KV-4. So, first thing we're going to be comparing is the KV-4's engine. We're comparing the engines. The KV-4 is in the bottom right, and the KV-5 is on the bottom and top left. Both engines have a 1200 horsepower engine. The KV-5 actually has a higher power to weight ratio, which is really good. KV-5 is faster, 10 kilometers faster, and the reverse speed of the KV-5 is better at 14 kilometers than the KV-4's 11 kilometers. Fire chance for both tanks is 15%. Alright, so the KV-5 and the KV-4 get the same identical gun. But the KV-5 actually gets a worse version of the gun. So the reload, the KV-4 is on the right, KV-5 is on the left. By KV-5 is the MINOTAUR. Yeah. Reload time on the KV-5 is 11.2, which is almost a second longer than the KV-4's. Both aim times are at 2.9. Accuracy on the KV-4 is better at 0.38. Accuracy on the move on the KV-4 is better. Accuracy on the KV-4 while rotating the turret. It's better on the KV-4. Max range of both tanks can shoot is 720. The max elevation is better on the KV-5 at 22 degrees. And the KV-5 has better gun depression. And both guns hit for 320 alpha damage. Alright, KV-5 is on top, KV-4 is on the bottom. Both have a rotation speed. These are tracks, by the way. Both has a rotation speed of 18 degrees a second. And the KV-4 has a better... KV-4, they're about the same. I don't remember what... I think it's soft, medium, hard. So, KV-4 has a worse soft. Better soft. KV-5 has a better medium and hard. Okay, like I did last time with the concealment and spotting of the turret for the T-34-100, I'm just going to do it like this. View range is 350 meters on the KV-5, 20 degrees of rotation speed for its turret, and the signal range has a 730 meters. Stationary concealment is 0.05 and moving is 0.03. So, yeah. Now we move on to the KV-4. View range is the same thing at 350. Rotation speed of the turret, same thing at 20 degrees. Same thing with the signal range at 730. But the stationary and moving for the KV-4 is a little bit worse at 0.07 and 0.04. Alright, so this is pretty much identical. You wouldn't know the difference unless I told you. So the difference is the KV-5 is on the left and the KV-4 is on the right. They're the same identical gun. So I'm just going to go over the penetration. They both fire AP, APCR, and high explosive, but the KV-5 actually gets 10 more rounds than the KV-4, which is weird since it fires slower. Alright. The penetration on its standard is 227. Premium is 289. High explosive pin is 62. Alpha damage on its standard premium is 320. And high explosive damage is 420. But the rate of fire on the KV-5's gun is a 5.36, which makes it have a 1,715 damage per minute. The KV-4 has a 5.83 rounds per minute, which makes it has a 1,865 damage per minute. So KV-4 is better in this respect. Alright, now we're going to be looking at the KV-5 and the KV-4's armor. So, the KV-5 actually has really good armor. On paper. Most of it's completely flat. The KV-5 has 180 millimeters of frontal armor thickness. And its little weak point is 182. Back of the port, 230, 205 right there. There's 100, oh, it's 190. Front is 180, side is 150, and the rear is 140 to a 90. And there you go. Top can be overmatched, but no one can reach that. And now here's the KV-4's armor. It's got 180 at the front. Well, there's a strip of 185. It's all flat. Lower plate's 160, side's 150. Back of the turn's 140. Back of the tank is 90. But the KV-4 is known for its armor. It's known for side scraping. It don't have a weak point like the KV-5 has, but it can angle so good. That's why I love the KV-5 so much. But that's enough for up stats. Now let's just get into some gameplay. That's enough. Alright, so I'm going to be honest about the KV-5, whatever the thing's called. I was really looking forward to this thing. I was like, ooh, it's going to get so much armor. I was like, yes. I mean, yes, the armor works sometimes. The armor's so flat, and you can't angle nothing because you just got weak points all over the tank. And it's like some reason. I know this is the same way on the KV-5, but it has less armor. But the original KV-5 feels like it just blocks so much more armor, so much more shots. It feels like when people see this tank on the battlefield, they just load the premium. It's like, nah, I'm just going to punch straight through it. But the original KV-5, people were like, nah, I'll just put it standard, just aim for the weak point. Like, pin it through standard, sometimes pin it through turn. Yeah. So, just be expected to get spammed by premium. Basically how it was. I was so looking forward to this tank. And yeah. If you know, I love KVs. That's my favorite thing. The KV-4 is amazing. That's exactly what I'm shooting. The KV-4, you may be seeing it has the same armor and some less, but the KV-4 don't have the weak points like the KV-5. Like the giant propeller thing in the front, R2-D2 thingy. It don't have that, so you can angle. When you angle, you actually have armor. It's so good. The KV-4 is amazing. But anyway, you know what? The KV-5 is faster than the KV-4. So when you get to go down hills, like speed down hills, and just ram into tanks, it's so fun. The KV-5 is actually one of the heaviest tanks in the game, top 10, or the KV-4 is in the top 10. But the KV-5 has more ramming potential because it goes 10 kilometers faster. There's the KV-4 right there. But even though you got people just like spam premium with you in this armor, you can still bounce shots. Like we already bounced over 640 damage. Alright, quick. And yeah. Also remember you have a 75% silver bonus, which is amazing. First, it's the highest in the game. There's the KV-4. Hit its fuel tanks. You also have more hit points than the KV-4 by 80. That's a stock KV-4 in front of us. Yeah. The KV-4's final gun is amazing, and that's why I really like it on top of this tank. The KV-4 final gun has amazing armor. And I also liked it for its DPM. There's a 112 ricochet at the front of our tank. That T-32 right there is aiming for our weak points. And he has enough penetration to go through them. Even your mantlet on this tank, doesn't give you enough armor. Like, there's people pinning through my armor. Out of the 3 tanks, out of the 3 elite tanks that I have done a tank review on, this is my least favorite. What saddens me, because I really love the KV-5. And this is a KV... It's KV-5. I like the original KV-5. But it's just something about this tank. It's like, nah, it doesn't bounce shots like it's supposed to. I mean, this is actually one of the battles that the armor is somewhat working. We've already bounced 2,590, well, almost 3,000 now. But it's basically when the armor will work. The only time it has worked for me. You also got a nice gun for the KV-4's gun, with penetration and accurate. And we're gonna... They captured the base like 8 seconds ago. Every time you kill someone, every time somebody dies in a match, it adds 3 or 4 more seconds onto the battle's timer. So you can just keep killing tanks after the base is already been lost. But we made 190,000 silver. Still won't. But 3,370 damage. Did almost 2,000. And that's it. If you guys like this video, remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Also, remember to slap fish because while we do that. And peace out. See ya.